Hello, everybody. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Come on, do the thing. Come on. Come on. Do the thing. Do it. You can do it, game. Come on. There it is. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some space engineering shenanigans. We are here. Oh, and we have connection problems because people are joining. So we just got to work through this for a little bit. People all joining, running a little late. I am joined today by a special guest star who may or may not drop on top of my head. Oh, wrong button.
If you're expecting me to drop on your head, it's going to take quite a bit because I'm still loading. Fair
enough. Well, you might just be able to join BCG because I don't know how often you're going to be able to pop in, Clonk. But it's good to hear from you. It's been much time.
It has been. It has been a wild ride.
It seems like you've just been very, very busy.
Yes.
Let me get you in here. So Nab will be joining us in a little bit later here.
Oh, that is good news. How's she been doing?
She's been doing well. Currently she's putting the little girl to bed, who was originally like, I'm gonna stay awake with my brothers, and then literally 30 seconds before the stream started was like, I'm tired. I want a mommy put down.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Wow, the connection problems are real right now because we've got everybody joining.
I'm also spawning, in theory.
Oh, I see you.
That's good, because I don't see me.
So what have you been up to? I mean, I know you've been busy, but...
I mean, right now, with my job, it's a new, exciting issue or two every day. So it's hard to really, like, give a comprehensive overview, because it's like 1,000 teeny tiny problems.
I am very familiar with that kind of workload because I'm a father. I also, because I have similar issues with my own employer, so.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to leave and rejoin here. I don't think I'm getting in.
I see you. I think it's the ping is going all crazy right now. I think what's happening is it's a server up and down shenanigans, and the server up is streaming so many things to so many people that it is just having a heck of a time.
Yeah.
Normally I get the world up like 5 minutes before the stream starts to get rid of the worst of this, but today was not one of those days. It was just, you know, you got a family and things happen. So I'll stop talking to your empty corpse now and just go upstairs and start working on stuff.
Okay, I'll work on inhabiting that corpse.
Yes, please do. Your meat popsicle is valuable. So if you didn't know exactly what was going on with this, so the premise of the series is that we're just flying around. Everybody dropped on their own except for Nab and me. And everyone's just kind of building their own thing, and we're trying to find each other, and then once we find everybody, we're going to go to the other planet in the system, which is very, 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 very far away. So we'll see if we actually get to all that, but that's the plan. I have dropped there's a ship not too far away from us. Oh, did it get cleaned up? Oh no, there it is. One of my planes, I crash landed it and I put the beacon really, really high up because when I took off with it, part of the landing gear may have fallen off. If you weren't aware, we
are designed to do that.
Some, yeah. Not this one. So that Panther over there is 13 kilometers away. That was mine. The aero mod is active in this.
Gotcha.
So we do fly. That's why we're once again on a carrier with a flight deck, because I am a one-trick pony. I don't know how to do anything else. I figure if people are going to pigeonhole me into space engineers, I might as well pigeonhole my space engineers into everything else.
Gotcha. And you like planes?
I do like planes, and I like ships, and aircraft carriers are both things at once. And this particular one can fly, so it is also a plane. That much is plain to see. But
is there a reason these partially built blocks are highlighted? Is that like a feature? Or
that is a plugin, or a mod rather. So if you type in /ph space damaged, it will turn that highlight off. So basically anything with a projector on it, if it has damaged blocks, it'll highlight like that. Damaged or unfinished blocks. And then if you just do a /highlighter, it turns off the overlay of like unplaced blocks. But I don't think there are any that are unplaced right now.
Gotcha.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get this particular plane released. Nice. Oh, good. One of the wheel suspensions didn't get finished.
Ooh, that is more landing gear issues. Do these landing gear, are they just wheels or do they fold?
They fold.
That is probably where the complications come in.
Well, it worked fine on the other one. It's just one of them didn't get finished.
Gotcha.
There we go.
So I guess I'll fill some time by I don't know, just briefly talking about my job. There's plenty that's wrong. Plenty of things. So first off, for those not aware, I work in a hot rolling mill, which basically means we take a big slab of steel, we heat it up, and then we run it through some big rollers to make it a sheet of steel that we can then coil up and sell to people.
Wow.
So
I actually didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't know where you worked.
No. I thought I made that clear, but I guess steel mill is such a vague term that the actual it's a real actual steel mill, rolling mill, like. But yeah, I work at a steel mill, and so as an electronics person, one of the fun things we have is we have sensors and sensors and sensors, because it's a modern mill, so it needs all these sensors for both automation and for quality. And then we're subjecting them to high heat, high moisture, high vibration environments all day long, every day.
Oh boy.
Yes. So
yeah, and metal and heat and moisture certainly get along very well.
Yes. Well, that's why we're more than happy to sell stainless.
Yeah. The most I know about stainless steel is I really hate drilling through it.
Well, stainless is actually you've got, I mean, quick course through stainless. You've got two big grades. You've got your 304 and your 316. Though you probably, for your job, you probably don't use those exact grades. You probably use some fancy aerospace stuff.
Well, so there's not much stainless on aircraft. The stuff I was using was, they were too cheap to buy titanium to practice drilling on. So they bought stainless steel instead and said, it's the same hardness.
Okay, that's interesting.
So they found an alloy that had similar hardness to stainless, or just titanium. But the problem with that is that stainless steel, very springy. Titanium,
Yes.
very not.
Yes. Titanium is almost fancy aluminum.
Yeah, so I thought, like, they were like, this is a good simulation of this when I was in training, like, almost 17 years ago. I'm so old. And I was like, okay, sure. This must be a good simulation of what you want us to do. And turns out, no, not at all. So I was dreading my first time drilling through titanium. And when it finally came around and I had to drill through a titanium bracket, it was a breeze. I was like, wow, I love drilling through titanium. You just got to go slow and use lots of lube, but like it's so easy and so forgiving. Stainless steel is, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Like, I like it as a pan or as a construction material, but I don't want to punch holes in it.
Gotcha.
Which is why it's funny. It's like everything here is made out of steel plate in Space Engineers. It's like, yep, I want to build a spaceship out of steel. Well, I guess if you're Elon Musk, you build a spaceship out of stainless steel, but that's for different reasons. They actually do make sense, but let's see here.
Right.
And there.
So talking about stainless, all those hardness issues you mentioned with drilling through them are indeed issues with actually rolling it. So you got to get it to a fair amount of heat, and you got to put a fair amount of force through it. Now, when you're melting stainless, you actually need very special equipment to melt it, because for normal steel, what you have is you have this iron ore that comes in, or you have scrap metal that comes in, and you want to turn it into a big blob of metal that is a lot of iron and very little carbon, which is what makes it a steel, right?
Right.
So you then go through and you just blast it with as much oxygen as you can, because the oxygen will rip the carbon right out of the mix. It'll create CO2, and that'll actually get you your iron, and it'll get that carbon to kind of bubble out. There's also other things you can add that are like agents that allow slag to form, which is all your impurities, and that floats to the surface. But with stainless, you can't do that, because the additives, that manganese and all that other stuff that you're adding in there, that is a little bit too close to iron, and a little bit too close to carbon, that when you blast it with, it's too dissimilar from iron and too close to carbon, that when you just blast it with oxygen, it rips it out too. So now you just have regular steel.
Oh, geez.
So what they have is, instead of a basic oxygen furnace, which is what you make a carbon steel with, you have what's called an AOD, an argon oxygen furnace, which essentially uses a partial pressure of oxygen in an inert environment, and that is gentle enough to not rip your additives right out of your material.
Jeez. All right. Well, we need. Why is this not? Oh, I turned it off. That's why. So one of the things I did last time is we brought a bunch of hydrogen back with us in this the flying hydrogen tank that was up on the flight deck. I'm gonna very carefully dock this with the ship and gas it up.
Oh, well, that is a handy little ship to have, isn't it?
Yep, especially considering that our home base is 68 kilometers away. Tons of hydrogen there, not so much here.
All right, I was talking about issues we've had. So let's think of some fun ones. So we have these things called coilers, which is basically it's a rod we call a mandrel, and it can get slightly bigger or slightly smaller in diameter, so that you can then take the coil off.
Okay.
Now, we actually had one of the pieces of the rod break off as it was spinning at high speed, and just there's like little arms that come down to like clamp down on the coil, and it just hit each and every one of those, which sent like a huge burst of energy through the hydraulic system and blew out a bunch of sensors and relief valves and all that.
Sounds like job security for you.
Well, it was far more job security for the mechanicals who had
Fair
to
enough.
who had a lot more. They had to replace like multiple cylinders, which is, you might think of it as like hydraulic piston, but the technical term for it's cylinder.
Okay.
Multiple cylinders, the whole middle bit. Lots of fun for them. For our side, we have. If you look inside a drive can essentially be described as you have an AC voltage coming in. You turn that into a DC so that it can be turned back into an AC at a different frequency, which is how you drive your motor and all that. So each of these converter modules has water running through it because it needs the cooling. So it's a deionized water system. So if these systems develop leaks, it suddenly becomes a big deal because you have water in a drive now, and you're also losing coolant. So we have what's essentially like the best way to describe it is it's like an electrostatic cleaning probe. And those started to go bad, and we didn't realize they were in there because they're a relatively new feature of drives. So they all started leaking. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I have taken the giant or yellow explosive thing, and I'm flying back from our hydrogen.
Good. I'm just walking over to the Panther right now.
Okay, just take a look at it. We want to leave it there so people can find it. So we're not planning on rescuing it or anything.
I think that might be about something about a research base just outside of range.
That might have been me triggering it, actually. I'm trying to climb over some of these assert bases, and they're none too pleased about me.
3 kilometers from me, so.
The one that's yelling at me is just over 2 from me. So
Okay.
we'll see. Assertive bases are, well, they're assertive. Gained a bunch of altitude, I should be okay. So in my chat, Rhino Dino said, how was your anniversary trip? And Nab and I got to go on an anniversary trip. Much part, and actually almost entirely in part, thanks to the fine folks who support us on this channel, because these folks basically paid for it. I basically held my hat out, was like, I want to surprise Nabarine with a 3-day cruise. Will you help me? And they were like, yes, but only if you put hot sauce in your mouth. And so I put lots of hot sauce in my mouth and paid for it in multiple ways. And we got to go on a 3-day cruise out of Vancouver, and just went out of Vancouver up to Victoria and down to Seattle on a large cruise ship, and it was absolutely awesome. And we got to meet people and play around and just be Nab and DE without having to be mom and dad, because my brother very graciously agreed to watch all 4 of our children for 3 days. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, he's getting monetary compensation we won a bottle of wine on the ship in one of the games, and Nab and I don't drink, so we brought it home and gave it to him. He was very happy with that as well. But yeah, I'm waiting on talking more in detail on that until Nab gets back, because having her around makes it better, because the things that stand out to her generally are more interesting than the things that stand out to me, because I was like, I'm on big ship, like watching big ship things do big ship things. So like when we were coming into dock, I would run out on our veranda and look down and watch them cast all the lines and move things around, because it fascinates me. And then she would be like, "Hey, do you want to go to the spa?" I'm like, "Hang on, they're tying us off, or we're casting off, or we're doing this ship thing or that ship thing." And she's like, "Okay." So the things that interested me about the cruise, like I love all the other stuff on it, but I don't necessarily fit the mold when it comes to what are your favorite things about the cruise. I'm like, my favorite thing is I am on a giant ship on the ocean. That is my favorite thing.
I can definitely see that. I'm very similar.
Have you been on a cruise before?
No, I have not, but I've been on a ship once before, and it was very exciting. I've been on a plane exactly twice in my life, once out and once back, and that was as a kid, so very exciting again.
Yeah. Giant metal machines doing metal machine things is just, there's something about it.
Yes, and when you work around them every day, they still have like a wow, that's really cool moment every now and then.
Oh yeah. I mean, so one of the things I love to do, because I don't work on the airplanes anymore, I am a workplace coach, so I tell people how to build them better now. How to not hurt themselves, and which end of the drill is the pointy bit.
Oh, so you don't have to climb inside wings anymore.
No, I don't have to do that anymore. Thank goodness.
That's good news.
Yeah. Not so good news for my gut. I gained like 10, 15 pounds when getting the desk job, and I'm working on getting it off now. And then a lot of it came back because I went on a cruise.
Oh yeah, I'm also up 20 pounds since I started my job. And the funny thing is, like, I run around all day and have steps all day, but there's like always vendors bringing in food. So like, I'm eating more, but I'm also exercising more.
Oh,
so
that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's I learned a lot more about making steel today than I have ever. That was an interesting thing. I'm glad you had some free time today, though. Is this going to be are you going to be more available on weekends, or was this just a once-off? Hey, I got some time. I feel the urge to play some Space Engineers.
Kind of just my mindset was right, and like, thing is coming out of a steel mill. I've been trying to avoid this a little bit because my mind is set up in like, cursing is not just like acceptable, it's it's expected.
It's polite, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm having to physically restrain myself from swearing, just as like an example, because I don't view them as bad words anymore.
I'm aware of the phenomenon. I also worked in a factory, still do. I'm pretty good, but it took some practice.
Like you could tell me that I swear like 2 sentences ago, and I'd believe you, because I just don't remember them.
See, if somebody told me that, I would probably not believe them, because I've made a habit of not swearing. But if they told me I'd like just said that I was going to do like the laundry or something 5 seconds ago, and they're like, "You don't remember that?" I'd be like, "No," and they tell me that I said, I'd be like, "Yeah, I believe you." But that's the ADHD. Like, the short-term memory is just not there.
Yeah, I actually, my memory's got so much worse since I started this job, just because it throws things at you like nonstop, and every day there's a new thing and new something to learn. But at the same time, you've got like 1,000 undone things.
Yeah.
So you have to somehow keep track of all of that, plus learn the new stuff. And I almost swear right there. I caught myself.
We'll have to make a clonk swear jar, and every time you swear, we just put a corpse in it.
You might. That, or I might need to like buy a soundboard so I can like beat myself or
So
something.
you can just be talking and all of a sudden Clonk's like, yeah, the other day I was just walking around and out of nowhere there was just a and then I walked over to the guy and I said, what the are you doing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't used that button in a while. I forget that it exists. So you've been playing any other games or just been working?
I mean, I've played a little, but mostly single player stuff.
Yeah, sure. I picked up Homeworld 3 thanks to Omnomnomicron, who's one of the other viewers on the channel who shows up around every once in a while. He actually, on a whim, probably like a year and a half ago, heard me talking about the Homeworld Homeworld 3 collector edition and being like, oh, I wish I felt like buying stuff like that. That's something I would never buy for myself. Looks cool though, and he bought it for me, and so that was delivered earlier this week.
Oh, nice.
And so I've been playing around with Homeworld 3, which is it's fun, but there are some disappointing bits, and some of the disappointment I know is because I had great expectations. Like, that's part of it, for sure. But another thing is I don't know if you're much into real-time strategy.
I'm terrible at real-time strategy. Like, if you want to have like a dummy easy AI opponent level human, put me in an RTS game, because
Okay.
my brain just does not compute that kind of strategic thinking, I think, in the way the game presents it. Like, I can do it in real life.
Hey Sean, I'll get to you in a
But
second.
once you put all that like at once in the video game, I can't do it for whatever reason.
Fair enough. I mean, I struggle with it sometimes too, but I like it. I'm just not good at them. But I've noticed a distressing trend in real-time strategy games where they make it super action and micro-intensive, and it
Yeah,
feels
I can't do
it, like everything's like, oh, everything has to be StarCraft. Like, StarCraft was micro-intensive because the AI for everything didn't exist yet, and that's why everything sucks in StarCraft, because it's just, oh, I have to do all these 5 billion things, and and so you had to micro everything. Every unit had to be told exactly what to do, and all the RTS games, even because Homeworld was very much more of a macro game, where it was more about the economy than it was about the units. I mean, there was still strategy with the units, and there's still strategic depth and micro that you can do with Homeworld, but the macro is more important. Well, they made Homeworld 3 more micro intensive. They didn't just simplify the tech tree and all that. They made it dumb. They stripped it down to its bare minimum essentials. There's only one path through the tech tree, which is crazy to me. Like, with an RTS, you want multiple paths, so you don't know, so you have, that rock, paper, scissors. This is just get all the resources as fast as you can and hit them with a bunch of ships as much as you can, and make sure you micro things, because otherwise they'll die. Because if you let them do their own formation stuff, they're not as good as otherwise they would be. And it's frustrating.
Yes.
And I played the first probably half of the campaign earlier this week on stream, and it was fun. I'm doing basically a live review of the game. I'm not going to talk about the story too much, other than it's been pretty good. But I miss the storytelling of the original games. So
I've never played the originals, so I've heard they're really, really good, but I've not played them.
Definitely. If you're not a real-time strategy person, I'm not going to recommend them to you.
Well, my kind of real-time strategy is like Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnoughts.
Right. I have designed this thing, and I will tell this thing to do this thing, and I only have 1 to 5 things to pay attention to.
Exactly.
I get that. Okay. fueled up, ready to go. And back off into the wild blue yonder I go with another full tank of fuel. I am a sky trucker right now, basically.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm basically playing Homeworld right now. I am just acting like a resource collector. Let's see. Sean McDonald says, first time caller in 3,000 hours on SE. What's the scenario here from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia? Well, the scenario here is, this is Pertum, but it is Pertum supersize. It's 700 kilometers instead of the normal, was it 250 for the planets, I think?
I
can't remember.
Tell you.
I can't remember. But it's a 700 something kilometers across. That's why everything's so huge. And then people who find us can join us. Clonk is a longtime friend of the channel. He's a moderator on the thing. So instead of making him play through everything because he tends to be busy, I wanted him in here just so he's the first person to join us, but we didn't find him. He found us. Which is kind of how Clonk does. That's how Clonk do. Yes. But because he may disappear again next week, back into the steel mill. I felt it was appropriate to have him come in here. Plus, I haven't talked to him in forever, so it's been good. It's been good.
It has, but I'm glad I got to pop into the stream with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you haven't been killed brutally yet by something silly, but I'm sure that's coming.
Oh, I've got 12 health remaining.
I knew you'd find a way. Pedro M. Homeworld 3 does look amazing. I will say it is a fantastic looking game. They nailed the look and the sound perfectly. I just want more from my writing and a little bit more from my game. Well, a lot more from my gameplay. I want the gameplay to just, if they just gave me Homeworld 2 again, gameplay wise, I probably would have been happy. Just with a new story and some new units. Like, they even dumbed down the amount of units. The Higarans only have one Corvette they can build. A singular Corvette. Whereas the original game, I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 different classes of Corvette. And in the second game, there were 4 per side. I think 5 for the Vager. And then now that I'm on this, you've got one. You've got a railgun Corvette, and you're gonna like it, and that's the only one you get. And then and the unit caps are much smaller. It's all planned around making it more micro intensive, more trying to make it into more almost like a MOBA or something, because there's also like a whole bunch of terrain and there's lanes and stuff. It's just a little different. Star Trucker, space tractor trailers in space. I think I saw an actual ad for that. Basically, somebody watched the Space Trucker episode of what's that show? It's Cowboy Bebop, and was like, what if that was a game? And just made it into a game. I find it so interesting that there is this whole subset of games that is like, hey, do you want to work on your computer in your off time and pretend you're doing a job? Boy, do we have the game for you. I've never been much into that, he says, being a space trucker. Because I don't know. I just I've already got a job. I don't want another job. If I wanted to drive big rigs, I would have driven big rigs. If I wanted to be a train engineer, I would have gotten into it or something. I don't know. Not interested in farming either. Unless it's in 7 Days to Die, and even then, I let somebody else do it. Or let Clonk go find a bunch of loot somewhere and then die to the zombies and take the food off his body.
Speaking of dying, I'm being warped sideways across the terrain at higher and higher speeds.
That's fascinating. Have you discovered dark matter?
I don't know if I have. It's there's an XKCD comic about a guy who's born tumbling across the world, and that's essentially my life right now for some reason.
You win. Congratulations. Shipbreaker was a fun puzzle game. I did enjoy that.
Yes, I really hope that someone makes something very similar. Oh, there's my death. Very similar to it in the future, because it's quite a good game, and I think it's could do with being a fair bit longer with more ships and multiplayer.
I need to finish it. I never finished the story mode.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean, I enjoyed it. It's just I was like, I'm playing it on stream, and then stopped playing it on stream because people stopped watching it.
Yeah, that is definitely a problem.
That's why I'm playing Space Engineers again, because people don't watch anything else on this channel. I was completely and utterly burned out on Space Engineers and just didn't ever want to look at the game again for a while.
Oh, believe me, I understand that. I've had that like 4 times now.
Yeah, yeah.
And here we are.
Yep. Just when you think you're out, it drags you back in. Somehow.
Yep.
Somehow.
Is this an elevator up here?
There is an elevator on the side of the ship.
Okay, it did seem to have a lot of elevator-ish features to it.
I'm remembering now that you were that you made all sorts of.
Forget that.
You helped all sorts of things.
Forget that.
You're always helping. In Dr. Trout. I didn't think the Shipbreaker story was ridiculous. A little anti-capitalist on the nose, because you have to take a hard line in a video game, man. You got to pick one. It's either capitalism is bad and we all must be space communists, or it's Helldivers 2. Like those are your options in video games.
Well, there's also the Outer Worlds. They did like a pretty hard line too.
Yeah, I mean that's the same anti-capitalist kind of thing as Shipbreaker.
Yep. I just remember every anti-capitalist video game is a product sold for money.
Shh. Don't tell them, then they'll know. What I think is funny, speaking of Helldivers, have you played Helldivers at all yet?
I have. I'm very not good at it.
Oh yeah, but you don't have to be good at it to drop orbital strikes on your best friends, though.
True.
So something I find interesting about Helldivers and like Starship Troopers and like the Galactic Empire, all this stuff, people are always drawn to the fascist games or the fascist societies and stuff. It's so fascinating to me that pretend fascism is so alluring, and it kind of explains why fascism rises up in the world all the time in the real world, because it's seductive. It's that we're a part of something greater, and we're amazing, and we're better than everybody else, and we're all pulling together, and you have to work to earn your place in this world and be proud of something. And it's like, well, I mean, there are good tenets in some of those things, but you gotta look at the whole picture. Because I feel like I see people who are like, you know, I'm sure most of it's trolling online, but I see people who are like, oh, I legit just like the world that Helldivers is set in. I'm like, okay. Okay. I think the Imperial Navies look cool, and Vader is a fun character. I mean, I don't know if fun is the right term for Vader, but he's definitely an interesting character. Space
I
Samurai of Doom.
And if we can get like a little real here, I think part of that whole thing that isn't really talked about too much is that like fascism has all those ideals like on a surface level, but doesn't really adhere to it, and that's
Right.
kind of one of the interesting aspects of it is it doesn't play by the rules it pretends it's established.
Well, I mean, I think most of the big isms, but any oh gosh, I'm losing it. Any of the tyrannical governments, totalitarianisms, any of the totalitarianisms, right? They say they never adhere to the claims that they make to take power, right? And they might do it at first to gain the power, and then once they have the power, it's like, well, I gotta know, what are you gonna do about it?
Right.
Look at us getting all political on the internet.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
I mean, there's plenty of people doing it. I will tell you though that being involved in like training and hiring for a large company makes me wonder where all the critical thinking skills have gone in the world.
I'm just going to point out that there were 2 years where high schools weren't in session, and suddenly mullets are back in fashion.
Yeah, fair enough. That is I can't really argue with that.
Yeah, most of the young people are just, they're always going to appear to be dumb and messed up, but that's just, I think, part of the nature of being young, and because it's different for every generation ever so slightly.
Yeah. I mean, I know I was a moron when I was a kid. Like, even I look back at like 25-year-old me and be like, ugh, he's I mean, I guess 25 wasn't too bad, but early 20s for sure, like 21, 22-year-old DE was just, like, I want to go back and slap him sometimes.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, lots of people want to slap me.
Yeah. No, I meant.
I know what you meant. All right, I think that's enough gas for now. You can always get more later. Let's park this over here on the flight deck. Yeah, I'll park it over on one of the solar panels because the sun's going down and we won't need the solar panels.
So just out of curiosity, do you know which steel like, don't say the name obviously, but do you know which steel company your titanium comes from?
I don't know where they're buying it now. They were buying it from Russia because they're one of the biggest suppliers of titanium, but for obvious reasons, they are no longer buying titanium from Russia. So I'm not actually sure where they're getting it from.
Gotcha. The thing is, I work on the hot side of things, so I have a feeling that we are your supplier.
Oh, probably. There are only a few suppliers that supply titanium at the scale that people like my employer need it. And so it would not surprise me if you were in the supply chain, which means I can yell at you about defects and stuff off stream or something. I don't know.
Actually, believe it or not, so the way we run is we can literally do like basically anything. From the lowest to highest grades, because of how new we are. It's a little weird thing, but anyway, we actually get far more complaints from the people who we run the cheap steel from than the expensive fancy aerospace stuff.
Huh.
And that's mainly because they're jerks, but
isn't that always how it goes?
Yep.
Okay. I'm surprised nobody's seen us yet. Surprised Naberine's not down here yet. It's been almost an hour.
That's bedtime fable.
Yeah, pretty much. You want an airplane?
No, I'm actually building guardrails.
Oh, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Just seeing what you've done here. Oh, I see. So you're just gonna go around the outside like that? Around the outside, around the outside. Alright, cool. I'll bring it back down.
Okay, give me a sec here.
Oh. Get out of the way. I can't get it to stop going down. There we go. It's going back up now.
Thank you. Can you take it down again? I want to check a measurement.
Coming down. No, we're stuck on something.
That's my worry. Is it unstuck?
It's not moving at all, no. There we go.
Is it moving?
Why is it not moving now? I don't understand. It shouldn't be stuck on anything.
Which piston is it?
Piston 3. I got it to start moving by turning up the impulse on the axis, but I don't understand why it would be stuck now. It's not even close to hitting anything. And all the stuff up top, this was all here before. Alright, well, the only thing I can think of, I will try removing the guardrail and see if it starts moving then, I guess?
I guess. Just seems weird that it's so far away from it.
I agree.
What was in the guardrail?
What have you done, Keen?
Maybe it's the wind?
Shouldn't be. We've raised it up and down in the wind before. Oh, no. Ship power.
Haha, that would be a problem.
Hey, there it is. Sorry, I cut your guardrail off for no reason.
No worries. I kind of thought it might be something like that, but hey, I can still get my measurement. Hey, speaking of getting things, where can I get some hydrogen?
If you go access to the cargo container, type in tank. There is a hydrogen bottle in the hydrogen tank, and it will autofill. You've been down to see the lounge and stuff, yeah?
A little bit. I haven't really lounge per se, but
Nab did the whole lounge down here.
I will take a closer look at it once I am done with my guardrail.
She included a fish tank.
Ooh, nice. With real fish or dead fish?
I mean, they go in the same circles, but they don't appear to be dead. So, unknown.
I see. Oh, speaking of things, this is a personal story, not a work one.
Okay.
So, I have a small apartment and I try and keep it fairly clean, right?
Okay.
Now I had a pack of bagels sitting out on the countertop because I like bagels, and occasionally I'll buy a 6-pack as a treat. So the countertop is right next to the stove. Now I got home about 2 days after buying this pack of bagels, went to have a bagel, and one of the bagels had like a big air pocket or something in it in the bottom. I didn't think much of it. So I had 2 bagels, and then I didn't have the one that was missing a chunk, but then as I was taking out the trash that night, I walk back in the door, flip on the light, and a mouse scurries off the countertop into the stove.
I've got a similar story. So I used to live in a duplex. This is before Nab and I were married. And I enjoy English muffins. I enjoy sourdough English muffins. I enjoy sourdough English muffins so much that I often will just pull one out of the wrapper and take a bite and eat it without even toasting it. I like sourdough and I like English muffins. So this was a habit of mine. I'd get home from work and grab an English muffin. One day I pull it out and I take a bite and I look at it and I'm like, oh, the crumbs on this came off really, really weird. It almost looks like it's been chewed on. I look down in the drawer and there's holes in it, and there's chewed everything, and there's mouse droppings in the corner of the bread drawer, and I vomited that English muffin right back out. Oh man. Bleh.
But the thing is, I didn't find out about it until like a couple hours after I'd ate the.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't eat the one that was missing pieces, so I think that's less bad. But I mean, still, like, not ideal.
Yeah, definitely not ideal.
So then, of course, by the time I found out there was a mouse in my house, it was 10:30 at night, and all the shops were closed. And this was last night. So I went after work today to Walmart and I bought a ton of mouse traps. I've been patiently sitting here waiting to hear a snap.
Oh, I hope you do. When I did it, I didn't want the I didn't want to clean up a mess, so I just got the live trap ones. And then I had also put poison out, and then I put poison out immediately because that was my instinct. And I was like, wait a minute, no, I live near a field, I gotta trap these things. And there was only one that I caught in the house, and I never saw anything after that. So the other ones all ate poison and died, I guess. Because if you see one, there's like 10 in the house or something. I forget what the rule is.
Right.
But I caught the one, and then I had to put it out of its misery, which was more traumatic for me than I expected it to be.
Yeah, that would not be fun. I just went with a regular snap trap.
Yeah, it does the work for you.
I did already catch one, but I'm expecting more. Plus, it's like one trap is like $1, so I can just pick the whole assembly once it's snapped out, throw it in a trash bag, and not have to worry about separating anything, as it were.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go the poison route because I don't want to have the mouse die in my stove where I can't access it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what a lovely time we've had with mice.
Yes.
I really wish this stupid storm would stop. Blue Set apparently is on the same page as I am.
That name sounds familiar.
He's been around for a bit.
Yeah, there's your answer right there. That's a pretty accurate.
Yep. Well, Russia's been doing this a long time.
True. They know the tricks of the trade.
Indeed. Oh, I lost it. Where is my speed? There it is.
You don't have all scrap on, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, cool. So I can build a scaffolding thing, and it's not going to cause any issues.
Correct. Need more grids.
That's what I did not wish to have happen.
Uh-oh, what's happened?
No, I built an elaborate scaffold to keep part of my guardrail up, and it was two separate grids.
Oh, that'll happen, yeah. Been there, done that. I like to imagine that inside the homeworld motherships, there's a dude running around with a welder set up just like this to print fighters.
It's just the one dude too. So when you
Just
order
one
a
guy,
part-
yeah. That's why you can only do one at a time in Homeworld 2.
You can only. Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. You can't queue it all. So
Well, no, you can queue, but only one thing can be built at a time from the ship. Only got one build queue.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. I think my multi-grid projector plugin has failed.
How bad of a failure?
As in, it's not working at all.
That's not good.
Hang on. Although I wonder if it's just it just hasn't loaded. I mean, throwing the landing gear on here manually is not a big issue. See, it's a blast door block. Come on. Go. See, it's the 2x2 wheel single. It's facing in or out? It's facing in. And now one of my gears stuck. Because of course it is.
Have you considered just going the old-fashioned route and just having fixed landing gear?
I have considered it and dismissed it.
Well, that's all I can ask, is your consideration.
Why no worky? That's why. That's why it's not working. The motor on the hinge is not working. There we go. You're working now. There you go. 3 fighters should be good for now. Scouts / fighters. Any more in here, do you start getting really crowded? Found the Panther beacon. Oh, good job. I found it too. I put it there. I definitely crashed there. I landed that thing with only 2 landing gears in remarkably good condition. The fact that it's only got 2 landing gear.
And a piston.
And a piston.
Well, the piston's something I added.
Oh, did you put a piston on it?
Yeah.
Well, can you walk around the outside now? Places for me to get crushed later?
Well, it's more of like to keep your wheels from running off the platform.
Yeah, I mean that's what this was for.
I'm just extending it a little bit.
Yeah. I think what I might do is take one of these planes up and out and see if I can see anybody out there. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea in the nighttime. This part I'm pretty good at. The taking off part's the easy bit. I wish I could play Danger Zone without getting
Without
copyright strike.
And one of these days they're going to make it so saying copyright strike will get you copyright struck.
Probably. Gain some altitude and see if I can see anybody. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have any ammo, but I can fire.
Oh, that's a bonus.
I guess so. I don't have creative mode on. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, I'm missing a block. Oops. Not seeing much. Every once in a while the sun flashes through the planet and it's a little disconcerting.
I can see why that would be disconcerting, yeah.
I'm just looking for terrain deformation at this point. Oh, they sent a wasp after me. 2 wasps
Hey,
after me.
You can have some ammo.
Let's see if it's phantom rounds after all. I'm not an admin, Fonzie. Oh, now it's figured out that I don't have ammo. That was weird. I wonder if it just had some loaded into the guns by default.
Oh, maybe. Like you get your first clip free or something.
Yeah, something weird like that. Well, shot lead with weapon cores always work pretty well. I forgot to fill up with autocannon ammo before I left, which is a mistake. Closing on me, but I can outrun him. Catch this. They should despawn eventually. They should despawn eventually here. I'm doing 140 meters a second. I don't think they can catch me.
Yeah, that's pretty close to speed limit, huh?
Speed limit for small grid is 300. It's just the drag that's holding me down now.
Wait, is that new?
No, it's mod.
Oh, okay.
Arrow mod. Okay, I'm going to continue to search.
I'm going to look at the lounge. It's
Excellent.
Are you sure Nabreen made this? There's glitter and like disco stuff in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure about that, but I am sure she made it. Did I take a
Looks
hit?
very nice.
Must have taken a hit. Something's smoking. That looks like it might be voxel deformation over there. I see some possible voxel deformation. I'm gonna go see if there's anybody over there. Good morning, Travis.
Any luck?
Oh, it's a ways out.
Oh, okay.
I've still got the 2 wasps chasing me.
Also, I'm not painting anything. That's a deliberate choice because I know my paint colors probably won't match your paint colors, so I'm letting you paint.
Okay.
Oh,
Hoping
you don't
Nab
know.
comes down soon or gives up and just brings the little girl in here. Like, I don't care which. So I watched Down and Drowned, like on episode 4. Ah. So Klonk's voice is familiar to you then?
Oh, that's the ocean one. Okay.
Yeah, it was the ocean one.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, there has been. I see something. Going in for a closer look. I don't see anything here. Whoa. Looks like somebody may have parked here for a little bit and just asteroids hit. What it looks like.
Maybe it was you.
Could have been. Back up into the sky I go. And Scarlet, I have a question for us. That is girl's name. Charles, Master Scarlet picked his name a long time ago. It is traditionally a female name here, but I mean, Ashley is a traditionally male name, and most people named Ashley are women now. Just got to break the mold. It's harder to see the voxel deformation at night because there's a lack of light. So Sean, I understand why some people like to stick with vanilla, but the performance improvements that you get with Weapon Core are just too good to give up, in my opinion. And it's just the customization, and I don't know. There's just more you can do.
There's a reason vanilla became more like Weapons Core.
Yeah, yes, that is true. I've never met a woman named Adrian, Trotless. I had no idea that was an either-or name. I mean, these days any name can be an either-or name. It doesn't matter, right? But when I see the word Adrian, I think that's probably a dude.
Yep, usually.
I think I've lost those little guys.
They're just wasting resources now, DE.
Probably.
Those were handed to you on a silver platter, and you just let them go.
Well, I had fake bullets, and then they were gone.
Actually, if the guns automatically spawn with ammunition, you grind and replace them like with a projector.
Infinite ammo glitch.
Yeah.
Not seeing any other sign of life here. I'm doing that thing where I'm squinting and opening my mouth to let more light in.
What? Does that actually work?
No, but if you look, anybody who's looking far in the distance, their mouth almost always falls a little bit open.
Huh. Yeah, I suppose it does.
Oh, voxel deformation, where are you? This is the part, like, this is the time when I start regretting making the planet quite so large.
You have that time every series.
Mm-hmm. 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 I want to stream something in. That's a something. Hang on. Maybe not. Thought I saw something. Was wrong.
How could you be wrong?
Oh, it happens all the time.
That is a new development, huh?
Try 168 kilometers south of the Panther. What, me being wrong is a new development?
Yes.
Hmm.
Wasn't like that last time I played with you.
Well, thank you, Clonk.
Anytime.
Oh, the wasps found me again. They are persistent, aren't they?
I mean, they're called wasps.
TPA Star Eater. TPA? Oh, hey! I'm pretty sure that's one of the people.
Ooh. Check it out and die horribly.
It is indeed a people.
Was nice to know you, DE.
It's a people. I found a people. Yeah, it's Rush.
Of course it's Rush. I should have known with a name like Star Eater.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's too high concept to not be Rush.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's Rush and Neko?
Probably. They tend to they tend to group up together, and
Yep.
I don't necessarily know who the high concept enjoyer is there, but they
It's
definitely
Rush is
It's
a
Rush.
very high concept sci-fi person.
Gotcha.
Closing on Star Eater from her stern?
Believe me, I'm not saying high concept like it's a bad thing.
No,
If
I
anyone's
mean,
getting that impression.
I just know Rush enjoys a lot of the same science fiction that I do.
Yep. I need to read some more science fiction. There's a lot of good stuff out there I haven't read.
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of. I will periodically ask people for recommendations. I'm just a little bit faster than Star Eater, unless Star Eater is just cruising. because I'm full throttle here. Whoosh. See if they follow. Getting low on power anyway. You get back to the investigator. I should make it difficult.
We found you, now you have to prove your worth, huh?
Mm-hmm. Because this thing doesn't have an antenna.
Oh boy.
Nape of the earth flying now. They should be able to see me. I'm blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
Yes. They're not playing along. They're not flying as low as I am. Granted, I have a latency advantage.
How do you have a latency advantage? That's unfair. You should correct that.
That's true. I should. As I look behind me and almost crash. They may have the investigators. May have the investigators beacon on scopes now. Those are living people, Fretless. That is Neko and Rush. Our first two collections. And Nabarine's not here for it!
I'll tell you one of the kids to sleep.
If she's not asleep now, she's not gonna.
Oh, yeah, true. It is even for you West Coasters. It's pretty.
It's 9 p.m.,
late.
which is pretty late for kids.
Yep.
Make sure the guns on Investigator are off.
Is the Investigator the big ship?
Yeah. Did Vonchi just tell me that there's no rush?
Guns are off. I turned off guns, main battery, and pew pew pew. I
Okay.
assume that's all your guns.
I think so. Well, main battery is... Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, chunk. I'm just happy I actually found somebody.
How many episodes are you into this?
Many.
Gotcha.
It's been a few months.
Oh, okay. I see. So at least 6.
More. I want to say this is like 12 or 13.
It's like, well, you've built a fairly impressive ship for only a couple episodes. Then I guess not, huh?
More than a couple.
What was that?
What was
Oh,
what?
that sounds like a gun.
The gun firing?
Kinetic point defenses are on.
Turn them off.
Small kinetic gun turrets are on.
Hashtag blame Clunk.
Hey, I turned off all the groups that seemed like they were gun related.
A little too fast. So yeah, just go through and turn off all the guns and explain what happened. If you could explain what happened in chat, because Rush isn't watching the stream. Rush is streaming on her own. Because I'm going around. And I was trying to land and I cannot type while I'm trying to land. This is the sweaty part. I could make it easier for myself and just, you know, put landing thrusters on it, but that would be cheating.
Why would that be cheating? That's the Harrier jump jet does that.
Brakes. Nope, not quite. Almost made it. A little too fast. Let's see what the wheels are set at. The wheels with a little more friction, that should help. Well, part of it is I have a tailwind. Yes. Whew. Always good to have a successful landing without, you know, breaking the plane when I have guests over, right?
Indeed. Should we drag Rush into this channel, or will that mess them up?
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna drag them now.
Well, let's just ask first. See if she's all right.
You said
Oh, all right. Well, hello, Rush.
Maybe they want to go back. Huh.
Well, it's it is enforced. Push to talk's enforced in this channel.
Oh.
And Rush plays with the controller, so hang on. I don't know where the push to talk thing is. I know what we're gonna do. There we go. Now Rush can talk to us.
Hooray.
Hello.
Hi, Rush.
Yeah, I don't know actually what the push to talk default is on, and, well, I don't really play with the controller. I'm currently mouse and keyboarding it because my controller has decided to have a stick drift.
Oh. Fun.
Which, would not have done for flying.
Oh yeah, that might be a problem.
So that is a thing I'll have to work out, but that will not be a today problem.
It's a tomorrow Rush problem.
More like a 2 weeks from now rush problem.
So you got that con coming up, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be away next week.
So apparently, turning the guns off bisects the ship's all the cargo.
Oh, right, because it goes through the cons. Lock on. This will work.
Anyways.
Well, we found you. Definitely not the other way around. Definitely
Yes, totally. The others are far away.
not. I imagine they are. I gotta come look at your ship. I haven't seen any of your ships. What's up?
Yeah, high altitude.
Ooh, space capable? I see a rocket engine.
I mean, she could get up there.
Hard to fly,
Wouldn't be able
though.
to do much because she
Yeah.
only has forward thrust. Well, hydrogen forward thrust. But it got me over here within a reasonable time frame.
Looks nice and stable, too.
Oh, it is. I barely have to touch the controls.
Nice.
Only thing I couldn't do was the landing gear. I don't have your neck for the folding landing gear.
I mean, you say knack. I just hide my sins inside Greebles. It's not necessarily a knack.
Yeah, see, I greeble first, and then I'm like, where do I put... no.
Let's see here. Factions, GPA.
But I have a bottom connector if I ever want to charge up off of you. I was planning on going back to the others. Now that I have found you.
Oh.
Grab a GPS and such. Say hello.
Dun 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 dun. Well, actually, how far of a ride is it to where you are?
It
Like
was...
minute-wise.
I mean, on this thing? Oop. I am currently dying from lack of oxygen.
Hang on.
Don't worry, I just opened my mask.
Let's see. Where is it?
Also, I think the hydrogen is just plugged right into a gun because I can't access it at all. So that's
let me turn on the big guns. I just allied with them. I'm gonna turn the big guns on. They've got small grid turned off anyway.
Okay.
And battery back on.
Because you guys got a lot more asserts.
If you want to jump into this
I,
cockpit here, it'll restore your oxygen.
Kind of dealt with most of the nearby asserts near us. But, yeah, it's, the FD6.
Did you enjoy the little
156
chase I ran you
kilometers
on?
away? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Did you enjoy the little chase I ran you on? I know you could have already seen the carrier, but I wasn't sure if you were trying to follow me or not, so I tried to make it tricky.
No, I did definitely see you zip by me while I was...
Yep, when you stopped to hover there. I
Yeah.
purposely tried to get within 100 meters of you when I went by it at like Mach 2.
Yeah, the, something about the... It doesn't like transitioning from level flight to hovering sometimes.
So what with the ships that I've made that do hovering and forward flight like that, what I'll do is I'll flare until I have almost no forward motion and then flip on the hovers. Oh, and thank you, tank. And then yeah, I would have been on the ground sooner, but I had to try 3 times to land the stupid fighter on the carrier.
Oh, I heard. And
Clang!
walked once or twice.
But yeah, so this is Investigator. And I'll show you to your eventual room. I'll come down here. You have your pick of cryopods.
Ooh, how
So
funny.
so this one's mine, and that one's Nab's, but any other cryopod will be yours, and you'll be able to jump on in there, and then we can keep you on ice.
Very rainbow.
Nab decorated. This whole, like, I did the exterior bits with the windows and stuff, but all the interior is her.
Mm-hmm.
She put the couches here, and then the fish tank. She was very excited about the fish tank.
Hi.
Speak of the devil, and she shall walk in the door, looking frustrated.
I am the devil. That's the lesson we've learned.
Probably. I found Rush.
Hooray!
She'll be in momentarily. Oh, and have you been listening at all, Nab?
Oh,
We have a clonk.
I
Yes, we
read
do.
that.
He's been helping us with our carrier.
I've been trying to remember how to play the game, and I've failed at a railing 3 times in a row, and this is about to be the 4th.
I see a corpse. I wonder whose corpse that could be.
Don't wonder any longer. It's,
Well, I haven't died lately, so,
don't worry, I'm making up for it.
and my respawn is very far away.
Oh, you don't have a whatchamahoosit on there, do you?
No.
Well, let me see what we've got going on the ship here real quick.
I'm finally giving up and making this an attachment point, because the number of times I've bisected this railing and had it fall, half of it fall on the ground is actually starting to annoy me.
Fair enough. It only took us, what, like 12 episodes to find somebody? Definitely wasn't found by Rush. No, we found Rush. That's
I mean, I was following the Panther,
yeah. Well, I figured, when I dropped it there, I was like, you know what? I need to have something for people to center on. And it's still hard. I mean, there's a reason I painted all these planes blue. So you can see them. I didn't want to make it too easy, though. That's why none of them have a antenna. Not because I forgot to put an antenna on. Definitely not a forget thing. No, sir. No, ma'am.
yes,
No,
very
not at all.
intentional.
Very much a, choice. Mm-hmm. The word. So there's a blue set out there somewhere.
Yes, Fonzie seems to think he's near you, but I haven't... Then again, Fonzie kept thinking you were flying pretty close to our current location, and you are not.
I figured not. So you're welcome to stay with your team, but you're also welcome to join our team here. By
I
the
will stay with my team
Fair enough.
because as much as I don't want to be in charge of said team,
you have ended up in charge of said team.
no, I have very pointedly not been in charge. Just choices
Just
are
get
being
on
made,
yourself.
and I have to be there to see what happens.
Why does an assert pop up between me and salvation? Because, Blue Set. Because. That reminds me, I need to build a wild, wacky, inflatable fuel boom.
Yeah. If you can give me a upwards facing connector and some assault cannon, or not assault cannon, autocannon ammo, I could actually fly my ship around and shoot stuff. Probably not very well.
When you shoot stuff here, it shoots back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I gotta
Well, I left
manufacture
my
auto
quad-
cannon ammo.
I left my quad fighter back at base. It's much more effective at dealing with those things, but doesn't have the range.
Connection problem.
That's because I just loaded in.
Hooray.
Hooray! Hey, Clonk.
Hey, long time no talk.
Yeah, for real. Glad to know you're still alive, friend.
I am.
Hi, Nab.
Some days it doesn't
Hi.
feel like it.
He gave me a rundown of the process of creating stainless steel.
Oh,
I mean,
'Cause
like
that-
a very, very broad level, rough overview.
Because he's attached to that sort of thing now. You could say he's welded to it.
ah,
Well, it took less than an hour to fly out here, so it should take less than an hour to fly back.
I
Yeah.
like how I came downstairs and the eldest was like, "Dad found new people," and knew all the names and everything, and I come in and you didn't find anyone. I found you.
No, I found the Star Eater because they did
Ah.
not see me until after I saw them.
I
I'm
see.
almost positive because you can't see these, but I think they found the Investigator's signal first.
It's
Yep.
it's a bootstrap situation, isn't it?
Mm. Well, I can give you a little bit of autocannon ammo, but not much. I'm manufacturing autocannon ammo for us to do the same thing that you're talking about.
Well,
Murdering
I mean,
things.
you're probably better to use it yourself then.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
if
fly-
you have
I
if you have
fly high
none and
enough
you need,
altitude that nothing
Okay,
can
fair
really
enough.
touch me.
yeah, I feel rich and powerful here, but I know that when I fly over to your base, I will feel like a pauper again, because you people are ridiculous.
Huge.
Yeah.
I see that
Crew
Clunk's been
has
hard at work.
been laying out a design, and it's going to take forever to weld.
Oh, crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crew? That doesn't sound like crew at all. No,
Does it walk?
not at all. Not this time, I don't think.
Ah.
This is the
No.
space design. I can give you like an inventory full of ammo if you want it.
It should be fine. Like I said, I fly high enough, nothing can really touch me.
Okie dokie. Case, safe travels, and we'll pop down to the other voice until we see you again.
Yep. Well, I have a GPS for you now,
Oh
so I'm sure you won't move at all.
no, never. We would never do that. Why would we do that? Clearly,
So,
this is stuck
we
here.
may need to find one another again.
Mhm. I'm just glad we actually found somebody.
Yes.
when this
Get up
dust
there and
storm.
find Blue Set because he's having trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to find Blue Set when I ran across you. So, all right. Well, safe travels back because I know you want to get back before the server has to close down because things are weird with cockpits and servers. So, until we meet again, Rush.
Farewell.
That does look good taken off. Rush builds pretty planes.
I know, and the color scheme works very well with that shape.
Uh-huh.
Now, where am I? Oh, there they are. Ah, yes. Flying in a storm.
I've moved her back with her people.
Gotcha.
All right. So Nab, we each have a fighter, and Clonk has a fighter, despite him specifically telling me he didn't want one.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, we've got a printer for it, so
I didn't even know I had a fighter.
Yeah, well,
it's still on the sprue,
It's
just
on
sitting
the
over
printer, but it's done.
So what you're saying is DE has a backup fighter.
here. I mean, if that's how you want to do it. That's
Essentially.
fine.
Now, what is this that you are building, Clunk?
I'm trying to build just structure support for this elevator. I don't like the fact it's a big limp thing hanging out of nowhere with no structure.
Well, it does. It has a piston. You see the piston? That's structure.
The visual structure.
He's greebling. Let the man
Oh,
greeble.
I know. I know. When you said Clunk is helping us with our ship, I was like, here we go. Here we go.
But Clonk's good at helping us with our
Yes,
ship.
Clunk is very good. He's gonna find all the things that bother him and change them completely.
Look, I'm just I can't help what I am.
He has a
We're glad to
particular
have you
set of
back.
skills. He has a
Yes.
particular set of skills, yes.
So
Okay.
we're waiting for a sandstorm to end.
And then we'll take the planes up again.
Okay.
I mean, well, I'll take my plane up. You're welcome to take yours up if you fancy trying to land again. You were pretty good.
I have landed every single time.
That was a while ago.
How are all the peoples of the internets?
We were asked about our little trip.
Our trip that you guys are so awesome and let us do. It was so much fun. It was so necessary. Dee and I don't really
Yes.
get dates. And when we do get dates, generally they're only like a couple hours. And that's, I mean, to be fair, that's pretty normal for a young married couple with kids, I would say. But to have more than a couple hours or even more than a day just to be us and remember who we are as a couple rather than mom and dad, it was a good reset. We are a good couple, and it's nice to be a good couple just as ourselves. We like being parents, and we enjoy our family very much, and by the end of it, we're like, we're ready to go see the kids again.
Mhm. Well, I
That
was.
was, well, I was ready to see them.
Maybe not ready to be mom again. Maybe
Yeah,
ready
be
to see them
mom,
again.
yeah. But yeah, I think that it was really good to just be Nab and DE, and not even Nab and DE. First name and first name.
Indeed.
Yeah, and it was cool too because like we were totally a power couple. And, like because we do, we like to do like the game shows and stuff, and we do the karaoke, and we have a lot of fun with each other just doing things.
Oh my.
And we were only on the ship for like 2.5 days all told.
3 days.
And
about.
yeah, but you know, it's really like 2.5. and the crew members knew us by our first names. The entertainment crew members who would help out, and a couple of the like bartenders knew names because they would hear us for karaoke, and a couple of random other couples. Oh yeah, you did this game show. We know you. Oh, that's weird.
All these things that I've done. Oh, I know the things you've done.
Yeah.
We won't share that one on the channel, I don't think.
No.
It's pretty good though.
We
Pretty
played
good.
a marriage game and we shared because that was one of the questions. We had to share some things that generally are not shared.
Like soap.
Yes. That's exactly what it was.
Low.
It was soap.
Ocean breeze soap. Soap will get you clean. Props if you know that reference.
I have no props.
Oh, okay.
We don't have that mod.
Ah.
I did make another hydrogen run. We're up to 50% hydrogen.
Oh, well done. It will
I'm
be
so good at this
eaten
game.
in like half a second.
No, I don't think so because the sun's up.
That's true. When it's sitting still, will it generate power if we put turbines on it?
Yes.
Oh, well, why haven't we done that?
Because they look ugly.
Oh, okay. It looks ugly. We can't get power in a sandstorm. It looks ugly in the sandstorm.
It does.
What generates so much power on Earth?
Some things matter more than power.
I
Navarine.
see.
I don't know why you have to be so power hungry.
Presentation.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Let's see if I move this.
I think I'm power hungry because we have fallen out of the sky for lack of power a couple times, dear.
No, it was only once that we fell out of the sky.
Can you no longer change the offset on piston heads?
No, you can't. Which is stupid.
Okay.
Dislike.
Well, that makes my life, technically it makes it easier.
Not dying is more important than power, DE. Yes. I know. I didn't die. Wait, no, I did die.
You
that
did
one.
die. I stayed alive.
So why are you asking for more power?
I'm not asking for more power. I'm just wondering why we don't have wind turbines to generate power when we're sitting there wishing we had more power.
Because then there would be no reason to space truck all the way back to our base, Navarine. It has to happen so the plot can happen, Navarine.
There's no blood. We're playing a game.
Okay, I think I'm happy with this arrangement.
Okay. Well, it looks lovely.
It's wonky, but I kind of like the fact that it's wonky.
I mean, it's a nice big elevator.
Well, I put railings on it was the big thing I did with it.
Mhm.
Because before, like, if you put railings on the side, then the plane would crash into them. But if you put railings on the bottom down here, you can still drive your plane into the elevator relatively safely.
Without driving off the edge. Imagine
Right.
that.
Well, what you could do is you could have two pistons. You could have like a double layer cake. Have one for the railing and one for the elevator.
Have the cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Ah, I have a wild, wacky, inflatable fuel boom.
Ah, hooray. Now our stream is complete.
I will
If
check
it's
our
not,
power
it would-
situation. Oh, look at that clunk. How unusual.
I was really hoping you wouldn't notice that one. It was pretty embarrassing.
You just splayed out face down on the elevator. I know exactly what happened. You jumped down and you hit the subgrid and you died. Despite the fact that if you didn't land on the subgrid, you'd have stayed alive.
Yeah.
because of this game.
Hey, at least it wasn't the subgrid eating you as you stepped off of it. That used to be a thing.
So engines are not running, and we are not losing power. We are slowly losing power. Very, very slowly.
I like how Tank says in chat that games have plots, and we're playing Space Engineers, my friend.
This game has no plot. This game lost the plot a long time ago, about the same time that Keen lost their plot.
Yet here we are, playing Space Engineers.
Kaboom! Bang! Boom!
We've got explosives. Kaboom!
There was not supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, no earth shattered in that particular one.
We're gonna need to find more magnesium. Oh, that's back over in the giant crack, isn't it? No, that was gold. That was my
Gold was
gilded
in
crack.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
gold. There was gold in my gilded crack.
That's right.
You find magnesium.
I thought we had... Didn't we have a thing for that? Pretty sure we do.
Somewhere.
Um...
I mean, there's some on the scanner, but that might be,
I have one. How do
Yeah,
I
this
share
may-
with just faction?
well, I mean, I have magnesium waypoints. I just don't know if they're any close by.
I don't think so. Most of them are pretty far.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna charge for just a couple more minutes. I'm gonna see if I can find blue set somewhere.
Okay. Do you have an idea as to where Blue Set might be?
He's within. He's within 44 kilometers of the doodad. Oh, I need to turn the nav cam on. Silly me.
Well, you don't have to, but yeah. I'm doing the nab thing.
Well, I need to because I need to now switch it to the nav cam so I can go use the restroom. Use the restroom.
Oh, I don't have any
Oh.
music going, so. Going to an unknown signal, 'cause that's what I do in this game. Ooh. It looked almost like a spider.
Okay, I need to not be allowed to drive this thing. I've already wrecked its engine.
Ah. Like on our actual ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. This is normal. This happens.
Yeah, Clonk has a fighter. Yeah.
Well, then you could you could fly the fighter and not try to fly the big ship.
No. The fighter. I wrecked the fighter.
Okay, all right. Have to take it
Well,
apart.
what does Keen call jet engines again?
I don't know. The
Atmospheric thruster, that's it.
Oh, okay. Yep. That was exciting. Watching that show up was really funny. Whoa. All this random stuff in the grass. Okay. Whee! Yeah.
What a silly term. Just call it a jet engine. That's what everyone knows it is.
I mean, not necessarily. I would say because this started as Space Engineers, everybody knew it as a thruster. Right?
What are we talking about?
He already ruined a jet engine, aka atmospheric thruster, and so he was
Well, I mean,
struggling.
it's not a jet engine though, because it doesn't burn any fuel.
That's another problem, but
It looks like it's a jet engine.
it has a
But it's-
turbine.
It just compresses the air more.
Now,
okay?
does it have a turbine or does it have a turbine? Because I feel like those are two different things.
Look, we don't know what kind of clothing the engine likes to wear, and it's frankly not our business.
Okay.
Can you get this from here to the elevator for me? Because I can
Get what?
The fighter. I feel like
Oh, what has got what? Oh, it
he
yep,
killed it.
batteries.
Oh, that's a good thing that didn't run out. That would have been really bad. I feel like that would be a fantastic piece of fan art, though.
Something like going on over here.
Pink.
Oh,
Oh. What do you need?
It's kind of wedged. I don't know
yeah.
how to unwedge it. So before I do more damage, I'll let you do it instead.
Sorry about that. Another
Oh, you did damage it quite a bit.
another child came down.
You notice a new engine on the back?
I noticed a missing engine. Yeah. Did you notice that?
Oh, I got two engines, not one. Whoops.
Hello, Vicecore. And yes, it's a clonk.
It's fine. It only you designed this so to only need 2 out of the 3 engines, right?
Rush
Well, I
also
mean,
stopped
technically
by.
yes, but I mean, it'd be better just to put that engine back in there.
It would be.
You've
but-
also lost, I think, a gyro or two.
Okay, do we have a scrapper? We might just want to start all over. This is a compromised airframe, DE. We can't fly this.
Fortunately, I have a solution.
Are you gonna copy pasta?
No,
Wow.
I'm not angry, so I don't do that.
Ah, I see. Just putting one there. Whoa.
Hang on. Oh no.
What have you done?
Keen has taken away my ability to use the caret keys to go back and forth. I have to press control and number to go to different... Oh, Keen, why would you do that?
What is happening?
What?
I'm just watching ghost ships dance around, that's all. You had it.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Ah.
There we go. Why is it not projecting?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what it is. This, never mind.
What? heavy armor. Why is it made out of heavy armor?
What?
This is made out of heavy armor.
Some of it is for weight purposes.
Okay. Why do I come over here or something over here, right here? Why does it sound like a miner? Oh no, it's the thrusters on, that's all.
Oh, Nab, you have the correct paint color for this elevator, right?
You can grab it.
Sometimes it doesn't grab the right color, you know?
If you don't have a certain thing, I guess.
So, is there a mod that fixes that?
I don't think so. If it is, if there is, we don't have it. It seems to be the right color. Does it not? Oh, why? It was black. It was fine. Why do you want it white? Good talk.
What? Are you talking to me?
No.
I'm sorry. I was very flustered and I forgot that I had a push to talk key.
Oh.
So I've been talking without the push to talk key.
Got it.
I did accidentally swear, so that's probably all for the best.
Okay.
First off, I apologize. Second off, I can't remember the key combo to pick up the color, and I was trying to do that, and I accidentally put down
Got
color.
it. So when you have a block out, you push Shift P to pick the color up.
Okay, and then you middle mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been quite a while.
Yes. I like how everything, except for that, there we go.
There we go. I think that's right now.
Yeah. I should probably put some music on. If I'm gonna stay the thing.
And the buttons are very readable against the black now. Much better than they were before with the white. So now it's just... I wish you could make the buttons matte, but other than that...
What are they if they're not matte?
Glossy.
Glossy.
That's just the texture. See like how the light reflects off it?
I guess.
I want it to be like... Everything in this game is so glossy. It's kind of funny.
I just like that you can make customizable buttons. That didn't used to be a thing.
You're right. It did not. I should be thankful for what I have.
Oh, but then you wouldn't be a video game player.
Truth.
Indeed, at that point, would you even be human anymore? I don't know.
I mean, you can have people who are thankful.
Yeah, well, thankful, but not wanting more? I don't know about that.
But what about the Buddhists?
They are constantly searching for more, just not material things.
Ow! I got out of the fighter into the welders. Oh.
You're KDE.
Fine, it's fine.
Just running into welders. I was doing that a lot, one of the other streams we were doing. Because it's like they attack you when you're pretty far away still. Ding ding.
You know what block Space Engineers needs to add?
So many.
So, they have been, but tell me.
A bubble level.
A bubble level? But do you know how frustrating it would be to have to find the level block, put it down. I'd like try and get it where it needs to be. It wouldn't even sit properly.
No, but like you attach it to a structure.
Just as a prop.
Yes, but also as an alignment tool. So like, see how like we're all cattywampus? We could undo that.
I think that's based on how the, just how we're landed.
I know, but you could land differently.
Could you? Because I'm pretty sure it has to do with the layout of the land itself.
We can add shims.
Oh. See, so they
about
want you want them to add shims, not a bubble level.
Well, I want both. Actually.
Noted.
I mean, you can do shims with just variable length landing gear.
I like how moving this plane has just become an ordeal.
It's maybe this flight deck was not built for 3 planes. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Cool, now I'm skating.
Maybe we need the water mod back again.
No.
Got it.
Nice.
I've turned it off. Now there are no
Nice.
problems. Check this guy.
How you doing?
Battery's charged.
Check. Oh yeah, to those asking about the little getaway, there will be a video on the Gallivanting channel eventually. So many projects, so little time. So you're flying, yeah?
Me?
That was my plan.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh. What is that?
What's happening is Space Engineers is really bad at modeling flat things and wheels rolling up other things. Push the button, please. Push the button, Nab.
Welcome to the
I
banana
forgot. I haven't even
van.
played with the new blocks yet.
Dr. Cynical has joined your banana band.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. There we go. Let me swap back over to me.
Welcome to the banana van.
Oh, there's Dr. Cynical now that I've come over. Cool.
Everybody
Welcome,
gets to see it
Dr.
twice.
Cynical.
Say things twice, say things twice.
You quiet your mouth.
I need flags. That's an emote they should add. As a flagger.
That would be awesome.
Do 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 do. 3, 2, 1. Take off.
I mean, they have the point emote.
Yeah, but that's not the same. We need flags. I like how the dunk 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 of people painting is just, you can hear it from so far away. It
Oh, that's
immediately,
me.
I know that, but it immediately alerts people to somebody messing with a grid.
Yeah, that's kind of important. D said he wanted to be visible so that people could find us. So
Oh, I
but
see.
Oh boy.
funny thing is, I can almost guarantee that I won't be the one flying the Sidious beast.
Mine looks like something out of like F-Zero or something.
Yeah.
Well, the whole plane does kind of have that F-Zero vibe to it.
Mine definitely doesn't look that way anymore. I like how you've got these anti-slip things the MiGs have on their wings on the plane.
What things?
Yeah, the wing slat thingies the MiGs have.
The wing slat things the MiGs have.
Yeah, it's like a piece of sheet metal glued to the wing to.
The aerodynamic flippy flaps on the side.
You talking about the vortex generators?
No, they're not. Do they generate? I thought they prevented vortexes.
No, if it's sticking up, it's creating a vortex because it reduces drag.
Huh.
It also improves the aerodynamics of the wing itself because it makes this chaotic turbulent flow sticks to a surface better.
Well, turbulent flow drags on it more, I think, or something.
But if you create a vortex, it decreases the size of the boundary layer, so it conforms to the wing better.
Right.
If you see a plane with a lot of vortex generators, that means it was poorly designed. So, F4 Phantom, I'm looking at you.
No, don't attack me. I was just
Oh.
wanting to see what this was. Oh.
What about the 787?
Not a lot of vortex generators on the 87. There are a few, not a lot.
Oh, I thought the wingtips had big vortex generators.
So a winglet is not a vortex generator. A winglet reduces the wingtip vortex.
But I mean, it still makes one.
Because it curves up like that, it actually makes the existing wingtip vortices smaller.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet then, because apparently everything I thought I knew about planes was backwards.
Well, to be fair, I have been in the aircraft construction business for almost 17 years, so this wasn't a mockery. It was just a learning moment.
I know, but I'm just trying to poke fun at myself. You know, I like to do that.
That's true. You funny guy. Now it's too bright to see the voxel deformation. Darn it.
What are you, Goldilocks?
Yes! I am a
You
delicate
have
flower.
No idea.
I will not make the joke that just came into my mind.
I was sure upon our return that a stream would be like pretty awful. However, it's been about a week since we've returned, and so we can like calm the heck down.
I mean, I can change things.
I know.
I
There's
can
cobalt
change. I
overhead.
can change. I'm orbiting the Phantom, the Panther, not Phantom. Talking about Phantoms earlier. Looking for
You've got
voxel
Phantom.
deformation on the surface. Far away from me.
Did you see Blue Set's message about being a very long way away now? Because I assume he died.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hey, DE, you are aware that your plane is the flag of Shetland, right?
No. I thought that was a kind of horse.
It is, but
It is. Yeah, why is it called Shetland?
I just figured it was some random town the English stomped all over and said, "This is mine now." Did you check 125 kilometers south of the Panther? No, I did not, because I don't know if I have enough time to go 125 kilometers.
Yeah, you need a jump drive, my dude.
I mean, this thing's pretty speedy, but it's just not quite that speedy. Yeah, if I had seen that message, I wouldn't have even taken off. I'd have been like, let's just move south with the whole kit and caboodle.
By the way, Clonk, Alien thanks you, because Alien was feeling pretty turned about as well.
No good night. It's
Turned
taking a
about?
stretch break.
Yeah,
Oh.
about airplanes.
About the difference between vortex generators and winglets.
Which you cannot call wing tips.
And both of those things are very, very, very different from slats. Slats are the moving parts on the forward edges of the wings that move down and up. They go down to at slow speeds to increase the wing surface area and lift at lower speeds.
And sometimes they just go forwards.
Well, they look like they just go forward, but they're actually going forward and down, at least on airliners.
Yeah, I think there was like the Corsair or something had like a very weird like flap arrangement where I don't think it went down. I think it went like it like curved, but it like didn't end up going anywhere. If I
Oh,
again.
alien meant the
meant
flag,
the
of
flag.
course. Of course he meant the flag.
Because of course he knew that. Okay, anyway, sorry. We interrupted you.
We've killed his thought. Apologies, Clonk.
yeah, sorry, they're not as well adhered as they used to be.
We were talking about this earlier.
Where is this flag that you apparently made?
Look at my
Flag.
stream.
Flag of Shetland.
Oh, on your fighter, got it.
I have to add more stuff to it now. It was right clonk on one wing.
I didn't even realize that there was a flag that was purple.
Is it purple?
It's like a light blue, but it's got that same stripe. It's
To be fair, that white cross-like stripe is on many flags, just in a different orientation.
I was going for a homeworld vibe. Which I did
Yeah,
pull
but-
off.
but it's also it's like off-centered in the same way DE's is.
It's because central crosses are lame. Gotta have that asymmetry. And the plane can't have asymmetry because otherwise it doesn't fly right. And I had to straighten out and fly right.
Yeah, the Shetland flag is more like my favorite hue of blue, not that.
Yeah, this is way too light.
Yeah.
Subtle differences. Ha! Victory is mine.
Anyway, yeah. Shetland is they're islands.
Well, there shouldn't be Shetlands then.
You would think so.
Well, I suppose, you know, say that for different things too, so whatever. I am very fast. It feels good to be very fast. You know, I'm halfway to blue set. He gave us the correct heading.
Oh.
That is very fast.
I'm not even going at full speed.
I assume that you're going to pick him up if you meet him and bring him back.
No, I'm just gonna buzz him. Bye bye! We'd have to bring the carrier to go pick him up.
Hasn't he died like 5 times?
Well, if he just stays alive for a little bit longer. One more stream.
Have you considered making a 2-seat fighter?
I have considered it.
He'd rather make a fighter for each and every person.
It is more effective to have multiple platforms than it is to have everybody in one platform and 2 people sitting on their hands.
I'm standing here, so I don't know.
He's died once.
Then how'd he end up so far away?
Because he died.
But he died. But he died. I remember him talking about going up into space.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so he died then, and then
And then he crashed.
But he didn't die when he crashed. His body got deleted when the server turned off.
Doesn't that count as dying?
No, it counts as being wiped out of existence.
I'm pretty sure that counts.
Look, just like in Magic the Gathering, when you die, you're buried. When you're removed from the game, you cease to exist.
Uh-huh.
He was removed from the game. That's still being destroyed or buried.
Well, you said destroyed it does not equal dead.
No, destroyed. When you're destroyed, you're buried. Or when you're removed from the game. See, he was removed from the game. He was exiled.
Body deletion doesn't count. You're still dead.
Oh, he's talking a lot for a dead guy. I don't know why you want our viewers to be dead, Navarine. I don't understand.
I wanted my viewers to be dead.
That's what I heard.
Everybody gets all up in ladies' faces for what's that supposed to mean? Here we go. Got D over here misconstruing all the things.
I don't misconstrue anything. That's all in your head.
No, nope, nope. Gaslighting is not a joke.
That's what gaslighting actually sounds like for anyone who's left our Discord before. A few weeks ago, somebody said I was a gaslighter and left, and I was like, "What? Where did I?" And they were already gone.
Like, I understand the idea of trying to say that something somebody believes isn't true has been warped into this idea of gaslighting, but yeah, that's not. Disagreeing with somebody is not gaslighting.
Unless the disagreement's all in your head.
It's a painful subject for me because I was accused of being a gaslighter, which is, to me, that's a horrific thing to accuse somebody of because that is literally abuse. So you are calling me an abuser. And I had to think about it, and it freaked me out for a long time because I was like, am I actually this person? And I realized, no. But I know where they came from because my memory is awful, and DE can tell you this. Like, I have really bad trauma, and because of the trauma, my memory is awful. And so
it's because I hit her in the head so many times.
That's right. But no, it has gotten really, really hard to remember certain things in a certain time frame. And so one of my friends would try to bring things to my recollection, and I would say I don't remember that, but she knew that I had a bad memory, and I would tell her every time, I'm not saying it didn't happen, I don't remember that. So I can't commiserate with you. I can't say what did or didn't happen because I literally have no recollection of this. And this has happened a couple times with DE where he'll be like, yeah, you remember this? And I'll be like, don't remember, because I literally don't. I'm not saying it didn't happen, I just don't remember.
It's just not important to her.
I hate that too. Don't do that, please.
Okay, fine. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, look, a canyon. I found another big crack.
Hooray.
It's not as big as my gilded crack, but it's still pretty big.
Do you remember that, Clonk?
Vaguely.
Gilded hole?
Vaguely, but like...
Clonk was there when the magic was written. I just remember you, like, Spectre just dying.
Spectre, yeah, I nearly killed that man.
For more than one reason.
There is more gold here. Did you see that?
We got asteroided.
Oh.
A certain Mercury is near me. I'm now 37 kilometers from a possible search area that I recorded ages ago, because it's where a strong unknown signal fell. Okay, I'm very fast. Okay. Looking for voxel deformations. Let's pull up and get some altitude here. The best part about getting altitude is the more altitude you have, the less thrust your thrusters put out, and so the less power you use, because that's what Space Engineers thinks how they think fans work.
That's amazing. I mean, I guess technically it is true. 'Cause
Maybe kind of.
You could put a damper on it, which would, do essentially that.
Yeah, and it is more efficient to fly at high altitudes because of the lower drag. Is that cheating?
I mean, it's against the spirit of it all, but we are actively looking for him. So, I don't know.
Oh, I'm way off. Nope. That's not gonna work.
Well, make your way back, I guess.
I guess so.
I feel like hydrogen gets eaten a lot faster now.
Did you change your suit back?
I thought I had.
That looks like voxel deformation in front of me, though. Hang on. I'm going to go a little farther because I see what looks like fairly large-scale voxel deformation. Ooh, hang on. That might be an oasis.
I'm just a female astronaut. That's what I am. Oh, Clonk. You haven't seen the amazing face. Hold on.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Okay, where are you?
You don't want to know.
Oh, I don't.
You really would rather be blissfully ignorant of this.
Oh, you're in you're in a fighter. Hey, check. Oh, you hurt my fighter.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I was gonna patch it up once I got
Unstuck.
Mary, I found another oasis.
Oh. Well. Okay, but Clonk, do you see my face? You should see my face.
right now. I'm
Oh, nope. Mm-mm. And he's at it again.
just gonna. If I can't park.
So, you have to mess with the friction settings and the power settings on the wheels until you find the right settings to
I
get
don't
it to
even
move
know
around.
what you blew up. What did you blow up?
Is it his engine again?
Probably, but I can't tell.
Is it look inside the engine base?
Well, his engine is still there.
No, it's the rear engine he blew up.
Oh.
Oh, I found TPA. I'm gonna buzz him at really high speed.
Look at you. You're finally off of my grid.
I just have to get.
Oh no.
Did the whole thing explode?
Oh no. The front landing gear fell down the last hole.
That's
If
why
you-
I'm not moving.
If you
Okay.
turn up if you use your gyro power, you can twist it out. I've done it before.
Oh my gosh. We never use that ladder anyway.
Why do we even have that ladder?
Why do we even have that ladder? I should not grind it down while that is in there.
No,
though.
you should not. You should have
That
him
would
get
be
it out.
Really funny, though.
I'm using all of my mouse right now. and it's-
The best part was watching it slowly sink down to the hole. Okay, now try going up. Because you turned, and the way... Well, can you turn slightly to your right? Turn more toward me. Like with the front end of the ship. There you go.
Oh my gosh, this thing's massive.
Okay, you can put your wheel down.
I had my yaw override set to 100%. That's why I was.
Stop, don't go forward.
Whoa, I just buzzed him good.
You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna re-land.
Did he just fly off of the hangar deck?
Not quite.
He drove off. He didn't fly off of it. He flew off the mountainside, though. He'd finally gotten unstuck and he backed up and then he went yum.
Gotta see if I can land on this.
This means that you have to land here on our landing pad without destroying yourself, your ship, and the tanker.
Yep. Just
Oh well.
Yep. Well, we're gonna see here.
Gotta find a spot to land that's not going right into an observer platform.
Oh. I wonder what just happened.
Something just explode.
No. Whoa. I was trying to move the hydrogen tanker, and I thought that I had...
Uh-oh, is it on its side, on the ground?
Oh, no, it's not. It like... I moved it, and then it went right back to where it was.
Oh.
Those are a lot of meteors this time around.
DE, I just want to remind you that you thought it was a good idea to give me a fighter.
I mean, I didn't expect it to last long. I'm currently driving my fighter over to the TPA base. I sat down on the desert nearby. I am so pleased with how this fighter turned out. While I drive, I'll swoop it over there so we can see what Clonk has done.
There's nothing to look at right now. Clonk is...
I see a crater on your screen. Is
Yes.
that a Clonk crater or is that a Nab
No,
crater?
this is where? Ooh.
So I can go from flying to landing on the deck just fine, but once I'm on the deck, I slide off to my doom.
Just puttering my way over.
What is
Like
it?
literally, it's easier for me to get on the deck than it is for me to,
Oh,
or maybe not.
maybe not.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this here because it's
Okay.
in a rather delicate situation,
be-
and I don't want to make it worse.
Okay, why don't you power it off?
I'm afraid if I power it off, it's
That
gonna
it'll
go-
What
fall.
have you done? Did you try to land with it down?
Tried to land on one engine off the ground, which meant I jumped. Oh yeah, the elevator was down too.
Is the refinery okay?
Yeah, it's mostly okay. Let me fix it.
They just shot their own ship over my head.
Sounds like it's a civil war.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I know why my inventory is so lame. Clonk, come look at my face.
Oh, once that's the whole thing that caused
Look at my face. Isn't it funny?
that is definitely something.
I love it so much. But it makes the suit all weird and I don't have enough inventory space and it's awful. But I love the look of this. I think it's just hilarious.
Why is the cosmetics of your suit affecting your inventory?
It's a mod that Chipsticks made.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. Oh, I found them.
It makes me so happy though. There are so many different options. But this particular suit with the pajama helmet is the best.
I can definitely see that. I think that's one of the best ones I've seen so far in Space Engineers.
Okay, I'm gonna pop over into their voice channel.
Okay, bring the camera.
Yes, I will.
There's something wrong with my engineer.
Oh, hello.
Don't mind me, I'm just surfing on your wing.
Yes, I saw. So, what? Okay, you shot your own ship earlier. I saw it happen, Rush.
Yeah.
You can't run away and pretend it didn't happen because I watched the bullets strike your own grid.
Well, that's because where the weapon core indicator points and where where the game crosshair points are not the same place.
They are legally
yeah.
distinct, yes.
One is significantly lower for me. So I was aiming to, just buzz you a little bit. And it
Yeah.
shot a little higher than I had anticipated.
I was gonna fly under this thing, and I was like, it's probably too low to the ground. Now that I'm under here, I'm like, I could have done it easy.
Oh, yeah,
Did you like that buzz? Did you like the buzz I gave you? I think I got within like 100 meters.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're a lot bigger than what it seems.
Yeah. You're also a lot more stationary.
Hello.
Yeah, that was very
I'm
true.
not giggling.
It was pretty hard to get this thing to station.
Yes.
If you look over here, this is the leftovers of the contraption that we had to use.
Yeah, I'm sensing some shenanigans here. I'm also seeing some
yeah, we're plenty.
significant damage to the pillar itself that you had to use to get this thing done.
There were so many subgrid changes going on, it was funny.
Every subgrid exploded at the same time.
They all took separate vacations.
Yes, I remember
Most of
hearing
our
about
other
this.
ships do.
Why is it so big?
Ask
Who can?
crew.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I'm reminded of a certain other gigantic ship we once built.
They literally told him that exact thing.
that took us, what was it, like 6 or 7 streams to get to the place where we felt like it was close enough, and then at the end we were just kind of like hacking everything together.
Yeah. I mean, at least this thing is pretty much been hacked together anyway.
Fair enough. Are you planning on flying this into a formic base into a mountain as well?
Well, we figured
It
given
does
the
sound fun.
size of this thing, we'd probably just take everybody with us and guys.
Oh, welcome to the hangar deck.
Yes. It's quite large. Wow, there's smells like barbecue over here.
It's been like that for like a month.
Yeah, this is bigger than Investigator. I'm pretty sure Investigator would fit in here with a little bit of modification.
It would certainly fit on the executive landing pad in the back.
Executive landing pad.
Oh yeah, there's an
It's just
executive landing
It's
pad
like a staple here.
up on the top at the back.
No, she wouldn't fit on it. It isn't big enough.
A lab
Well, I mean, she
here.
could land. I don't think she'd be able to stay here.
You'd fit up
Here's
front
a
here.
work in
This
progress.
is more where she'd have to go, is up top here.
Yeah, I was thinking of like slapping a connector on the top of it and just.
Oh, I'm
light
digging the
plug on top.
conference room down there.
Oh yeah. Amity's been working on that for a while.
Yes.
I did
I'm
the
putting a lot of effort into it.
You know,
the lower section.
it's not often that I walk into a room and everyone looks at my face and I'm just stares. I found the bridge. Here it is. Oh, in a conference room. Or is this the dinner table? Oh, must be the dinner table. There's a fish tank.
I think that's the dinner table.
Bridge is in the back.
Bridge is in the back.
I think we got
That's
two people
right.
building
This
bridges.
thing's like a radial, has like radial symmetry. There is no back, I must say.
The executive deck is the back of the ship.
Until you start flying with that end forward. Besides, if you're taking off from a planetary surface, everyone knows that up is forward.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Oh yeah, there's the executive lounge as well.
It's just executive.
Yes, it's
Yeah, we
all
ran out of
executive.
we ran out of ideas.
I'm just expecting Eddie Izzard to pop out of one of these doors at any second. The weather is clear. That much is clear to
Yeah.
see. Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to stay with you folks tonight because there's only like 6 minutes left and I can't fly all the way back tonight.
Can we slap
Would
together
you
a
like
cryo
a
pod for you
quick
real
tour
quick?
of the?
Because we have not built a cryo room.
Sure. Crew, if you'd like to take me on a quick tour of what I have not seen yet.
So this up here is the current bridge, sort of.
It used to
if you
be.
Go up to the forward. We
It
got
was. It's
more or
going up
less a
about
gun
2
deck. If you look at these are all medium connect turrets
Oh, okay.
on the sides. We go back down these stairs. We got the main lobby. This is where most of us spawn and go into all the other sections of the ship. Obviously, a intermittent service bay type of
You
thing.
do need a bit of
Mhm.
signage.
Here you see in the front, that's like the personal quarters. And then if we go back, there you go. Back here, this is our main cargo area.
Oh, nice. A lot more internal than our cargo is. We have 2 boxes hanging off the bow of our ship.
We have a lot of space.
Up here, we got our battery array. We got
One of them.
lots and lots of batteries. And
Yeah.
on these sides, we got
That was the engine room.
big engine rooms.
And then
one
one
on
of the
each
lift
side.
pods here.
And then
Oh, no, this is a
This
miner.
is my miner. This is the hippo.
This thing is huge.
It's my creation. And it barely has enough lift to carry one large cargo container of
Oh
ice.
yeah, that's one of the challenges. Oh, excuse me. One of the challenges of Pertum is the gravity.
Yeah.
And I've seen this pretty airplane before.
yeah, so we have lots and lots of small craft.
You have a lot of assert friends over here too.
They're fun to shoot down. Though we draw them in close.
I see.
And then we also have service bays on the sides here where one can go in and out, get some cargo, recharge.
I think you had an elevator at one point. I'm guessing that didn't survive the great griddening.
We had to.
Great subgrid purge.
Yeah, they did not survive parting of the ways.
Oh, these are all doors. Fancy.
Yes. I haven't set up like a bugging system, but they are all named. At least this side is.
You're gonna use action relays so you can open them up remotely.
Maybe, yeah. Also have
Whoa!
my little
like a little cart.
Yeah, Rinky Dink cart.
Shades of the pyramid challenge.
Oh yes. But recently I've been using this behemoth of a water that I made in like 10 minutes.
Hey, if it's ugly and it works, it works.
Oh yeah. That's pretty much all the rooms
we
that
have a couple of minor.
I mean, we used to have a really impressive drill array, but that also did not survive.
Well, the rhino's pretty impressive. So, well, is there a spot I can bunk down? I guess a bed should work.
The executive lounge, if you so desire.
That was in the
did
stern,
put down
right?
I did put down a potential cryopod here by the respawn if you need it.
I have ended up in the engine room somehow. I think I need to go up a
there's
deck
not
for the
direct-
lounge.
There is not a direct path from this deck to the lounge. It's
I think I found the lounge.
over and
That is
through and behind.
Convoluted.
It's not as much of a maze as if I had built it.
Would you mind setting one of these doors to access for everybody so I can go in and out? Oh yes, that'll work just fine. That should keep me alive.
Hopefully.
You should be able to set it. There's a setting in the doors now that says it can be used by anyone. It's not share with all, but it allows anyone to use the door.
Anyone can use. It is set.
Thank you. Well, it's time to start logging off. We got a minute left here. Yep, that's working. Well,
Yeah,
this was
check
cool.
on my
I'm
stuff.
happy I found you guys. This is awesome.
Took you long enough.
Wow.
We spawned nearly 200 kilometers away. No, over 200 kilometers away from this spot.
Yeah.
So there's a reason it took a while.
I mean, it was a journey for us to get out of the dunes.
Yes, I remember you mentioning
yeah.
that.
Dunes were just a night.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pop back over into the voice channel with Nab and Clonk. But make sure you're all safe and log off, and we'll be shutting the server down a little bit here.
Okay. Sounds
It
good.
was a pleasure to see your ship. Oh, hi, Nab.
Oh, hi.
Oh, is Clonk on? He went to bed?
He did. He was getting extremely tired.
Oh, well, he doesn't need to stick around. Well, here we
Uh,
are. 3
Yeah,
hours
he
again.
Asked, he asked if he should, and I was like, "You should go to bed."
Did you get
Otherwise, there will-
the
there will be
fighter
more
down?
There will be more property damage. No, you want to switch?
I will switch. Here, let me take a look. Look.
So we now have a roosting bat that is colored like the Joker, giving a bat signal. So that's the situation right now.
That just lives there now, huh?
Yes, it is. It's an
Okay.
art. It's an art piece, and I appreciate its installation.
Well, what we can do is we'll fly it over to where the panther is, and we'll just drop it off there. I think
he was afraid to move it. It lost its front landing gear, and
it's fine. Like
yeah.
they're cheap enough that it doesn't matter.
I know, but he just didn't want to destroy anything else. But yeah, I when it turned this way, because we were moving it a lot, I just thought it was so funny that it was colored like the Joker, but it looks like a bat, and then it's got that, and that's the bat signal. It's fantastic. I think that it is a beautiful statement.
Yep.
Anyway, this
All
is
right.
bedtime.
Yeah, we're gonna end here. So I'm gonna push the button.
Every time I get the staircase, hold on.
What?
Go
Am
back.
I go back? Go back?
Yep. Okay, here we go. We're walking. It's beautiful. Every time I get close to the staircase. Meow.
Are you in the floor?
I am one with the ship. The ship and I are one. And I go down
Part
here.
of the ship, part of the crew.
And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll get changed. Oh, I'll just squat the whole time. Permanent calisthenics will go up here.
You do have pretty amazing thighs.
Thanks. And I'm still one with the ship, unless I use my jetpack. And now I'm fine. And then we'll go back down to the staircase. Wow!
Oh,
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
that's the thing.
Yep, I'm gonna go into my cryopod. Oh, did he steal my
Alright.
blue one? He stole my blue one!
Oh, I told him that was yours. He did it on purpose.
Oh,
He did it on purpose.
well, I'll take your purple one then.
All right, fine. Well, it's time to log off, so I'm gonna hit and say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Well, have a good night, everybody. And next week we'll probably mosey our way over to see what we can do with these TPA folks, and then maybe rescue poor Blue Set, because poor Blue Set. Anyway, good night, everybody. Lots of fun.
Good night.